Hey, this is Eric Goldstein from Clipmarks, and I wanted to talk today about the level and the type of interaction between people on the Clipmarks website and an issue that I think is facing a lot of sites on the web, and that is how people on the website talk to each other. One of the things we always wanted to accomplish with Clipmarks was facilitating discussion about all sorts of topics between all people around the world. Kind of rapid, spontaneous reaction to things that people post. But even more important than facilitating that discussion is maintaining a certain way. And for the first year plus that Clipmarks has been on the web, I think we've done a really amazing job. And when I say we, I mean all the people on the Clipmarks website, of treating each other with respect and acting in a civil way. And that doesn't mean we don't disagree or debate or even have some hostile interaction, but it does mean that a certain line of reasonableness or civility wasn't crossed. And I'm starting to get a sense that that's becoming an issue for us, and I want to nip it in the bud, and I really want to talk about the importance that we place on the type of interaction. And basically, we're not going to let Clipmarks become a place where people have flame wars, where people personally attack one another because they don't agree on an issue, where people voice their hatred of certain religions or types of people. Just not going to happen. We're not going to let it happen. Quite honestly, we'd rather maintain our way and appeal to people who find it to be something they're comfortable with. And I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do about it yet, but if it means suspending people's accounts or suspending people's privileges to comment, we're going to react. And I just want to put this out there kind of as a notice to everyone, and I'm also hoping to maybe stimulate some conversation and generate some awareness about this issue, because I think it's incumbent upon services like Clipmarks and some of the other ones out there, some of the bigger ones even, to really start to react to this situation, even if it means temporarily reducing the size of our reach and the size of our user base. Because I don't think we should allow the web to evolve this way, where people are comfortable to sit anonymously with nothing more than a username and mostly a made-up profile image, and spew the type of kind of obnoxious, mean-spirited dialogue that you can start to see, becoming pervasive in a lot of places on the web. And I honestly am grateful that we haven't become that way, but I'm not going to wait till we do to react to it. So I think if you don't find that a comment is something that other people might be able to benefit from, don't post it. If you find that a comment isn't something you would be comfortable saying to someone's face in person, don't post it. And quite honestly, if it's something you wouldn't be proud of or comfortable showing your friends and your family, then don't post it. And I want to apologize in advance, because I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who disagree with this and who disagree with some of the things we do going forward. But I want you to know our intentions, and I want you to know that that the reason for what we're doing is because we really do believe that the web can be an incredible bridge between people and provide connections that would otherwise be impossible. And it's been my what I've learned, I think, is that if only a few people act out in a way that breaks down those bridges, it can ruin it for everybody else. And I want to try very hard not to let that happen. So just talking about it, we'll see what we do about it on the site. But most importantly, wanted to speak to the issue and let our users know that we're paying a lot of attention, and we really do care quite a bit. And we also want to hopefully provoke some thought and perhaps some changes in the web at large, because I think this is something that we really do need to deal with moving forward. One thing that's very clear these days is there's an incredible polarization between the left and the right, the liberals and the conservatives. And I would say that 90% of the interaction on our website that I find inappropriate is typically between those two sides. And I want to say that I think everybody needs to realize that if we don't change the way we talk to each other about these issues, there is absolutely no progress we're going to make. And that when someone who's incredibly liberal speaks horribly about the other side, or someone who's conservative spews hate language towards liberals, you're accomplishing nothing. And if anything, you're just creating a greater divide, and you're satisfying those who already agree with you, and you're alienating those who don't. And particularly when it comes to politics and the war and the Bush administration, I'm as opinionated as anybody, but I will, and I hope that I do. I try, and I will continue to listen to what other people think, and when I convey my opinion, do it in a way that I don't think directly attacks anyone else. And that is a specific issue that I am going to be real focused on the Clipmarks site. And I think, it's such a pivotal issue in the world right now that if we all don't learn to be a little more patient in listening to the other side, and a little less emphatic and even quite honestly rude about expressing our own opinions, we're truly going to get nowhere. So, I want to be a place where that changes, and that's something I just wanted to address directly.